models, and the fashions. We'll take you to the Big Apple for one of the year's biggest fashion events.
Also, the Easter weekend controversy over a movie about a priest. We'll go race car driving with Jason Priestley and Grant Show and witness this, the Jury Duty premiere, complete with lookalikes and a white Ford Bronco. We've got your ticket next on E! News Week in Review. Hi, everyone. Glad you could join us. I'm Bianca Ferrar.
I'm Steve Kometko, and during the next hour, we'll make sure you're caught up on all the week's entertainment news.
Actress Elizabeth Montgomery, best known as Samantha on the old Bewitched TV series, has undergone surgery to remove a small malignant tumor. Montgomery's people aren't saying where the tumor was located or when she had the surgery, only that she's feeling fine and was hoping to be home in time for her 62nd birthday this weekend. Rocker Eddie Van Halen was charged this week with a misdemeanor count of firearms possession. Airport officials in Burbank, California say Van Halen tried to board a United Airlines flight with a loaded gun in his carry-on bag. Van Halen told police he usually flies chartered planes where you get to do what you like.
Several Catholic groups are not at all happy with the Walt Disney Company this Easter weekend. They say they're outraged over a new movie from Disney-owned Miramax Films. Amy Powell's in our newsroom with more. Amy.
Steve, the movie is called Priest, and though it has received critical praise, it has started a holy war of sorts in the Catholic community.
Amy, how much support is there behind a Disney boycott?
Well, American Life League is the nation's largest pro-life organization, and it is joined by about 50 other groups who have signed on to an ad campaign to rally support for the boycott. And they plan to go after all Disney products. That means movies, videos, and theme parks, so it remains to be seen just how strong this boycott will be.
All right, thanks, Amy.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Amy. The feud between Price is Right model Diane Parkinson and host Bob Barker seems to be over. The former game show hostess dropped her sexual harassment suit against Baker. Parkinson, who worked on the show for 18 years, filed the suit last June, a year after she quit the show. In it, she alleged that Barker had coerced her into having sex with him, but Parkinson's attorney says she now wants the suit dismissed.
If she thought for one moment that she was going to win any money in court, you wouldn't be able to keep her out of court.
Barker has threatened to file a countersuit unless Parkinson signs a statement admitting she wasn't harassed. Parkinson says she won't apologize.
Oh, Sly has had his choice of some very beautiful women. Ex-wife actress Brigitte Nielsen and longtime Flame model Jennifer Flavin among them. Everhart has been featured in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue for 5 years and just finished a role in the Paramount film Jade. Will her marriage to Stallone boost her career?
It never fails anyone associated with a celebrity, the statue of a Sly Stallone, cannot help but be helped.
It will be his third marriage and her first, but no date has been set yet.
ABC heavily promoted what was to be Tuesday's premiere of the new comedy Buddies, but instead you'll find a Roseanne rerun in its place. Comedians Dave Chappelle and Jim Breuer were set to star in the highly touted series from the creators of Home Improvement, but ABC and Disney Television announced the show is being, quote, retooled, and they're recasting the lead role played by original co-star Breuer. The network says to watch for Buddies in the fall. Home Improvement celebrated its 100th episode with a big party last week. We decided to take the night off and let the cast members file this report.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Debbie Dunning.
And I'm Richard Carr.
And here we are at the 100th episode party for Home Improvement.
That's right, big guy.
That's right. Go ahead. Debbie, what's up? So how do you feel?
Well, great, but why are you asking me? How do you feel?
They asked me to ask you.
This is wonderful. I mean, 99 ago, we all sat backstage laughing, going, this was a great show. Only 99 more to go to get...
Well, all of you were laughing. I still didn't have a job.
Good night, everybody, and you still don't.
Debbie Dunning?
Yes, Richard Carr.
Here we are. We're at the end of the night. And I think it's time to say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Home Improvement's 100th episode will air May 2nd.
Up next on E! News Daily, the latest on the Simpson trial, including the furor over the juror.
And the latest from outside the courtroom, including a wacky movie premiere coming up next.
People want to think what they want to think, but we know inside our souls that we've known each other for a long, long, long time.
In the O.J. Simpson trial this week, a prosecution witness took a beating, and Judge Ito called an ex-juror back to court.
Well, Marcia Clark debuted a new look for spring. Greg Agnew's in our newsroom with more. Greg.
Bianca, Marcia Clark's new hairstyle got good reviews, but that was one of the only bright spots for prosecutors during their second rough week in a row.
So what you said before wasn't true.
Defense attorney Barry Scheck battered criminalist Dennis Fung all week.
There. How about that, Mr. Fung?
Is that a question, Mr. Scheck?
Yes.
Scheck used a videotape from the crime scene to weave doubt and pinpoint contradictions in Fung's testimony. The defense attorney claimed part of the tape proved a bloody glove was moved.
You know it's a glove and you just got caught by this videotape, isn't that right?
Sustained.
With the tide going against prosecutors lately, Marcia Clark decided it was time for a makeover. Clark showed up with a new hairdo Tuesday, her perm and curls gone, replaced by a shorter, straighter look.
People represented by Miss Clark, Mr. Darden.
An airborne admirer put his feelings on a plane and took to the sky. Pilot Bob circled the criminal courts building with high hopes for a lunch date. Videos were at the center of a battle in the courtroom Thursday. The issue, more tapes, the defense contends, proved that cops and criminalists lied about their investigation at O.J.'s estate. In a case where strange turns are common, the judge had to make a confession.
And as I mentioned to you, there's something called Murphy's Law. During the course of looking at those videotapes and attempting to put one into a still frame, I hit the record button and I inadvertently erased part of one of the tapes as I was trying to slow-mo.
Late on Friday, Judge Ito promised the jury some special entertainment for the Easter Passover weekend. Now, we did manage to find out that it's some kind of field trip, but the judge is being very careful, keeping everything else secret.
Greg, the defense has to be happy with the headway they've made against Dennis Fung.
Yeah, Bianca, a pair of the top members of the Dream Team, the defense team, actually may be a little too happy. Johnny Cochran was reported to be telling people, quote, "We're having fun." And Robert Shapiro gave fortune cookies to a couple of writers and said, quote, "These are from Dennis Fung." So we will have to give them the Senator Alphonse D'Amato Bad Taste Award of the week. And of course, D'Amato is the person who got in trouble last week for making fun of Judge Ito. Just a quick reminder, we'll be back live with coverage Monday morning, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
They earned that award.
Yes, they did. Thanks, Greg. In Funny Man, Pauly Shore's latest film, Jury Duty, he plays a juror from hell, and he wasn't afraid to raise hell at the very O.J.-inspired premiere in Los Angeles. Jerry Penacoli was summoned to the wild festivities and brings you gavel-to-gavel coverage.
Let's get ready to rumble!
It was the Pauly and Cato show at the opening of Jury Duty, a movie about an unemployed trailer park reject who winds up a jury foreman on a murder trial.
I'm juror number 6.
A movie that also shamelessly serves up huge doses of OJ.
Hey, look! It's the juice! Run, OJ, run!
What's Cato really doing here?
I'm the usher here at this show, so I have a good seat for you.
Good.
Yeah, right, Cato. So, yet another example of cashing in on the OJ trial?
I know people think that we just coincidentally we're like trying to milk this whole thing.
No,
He's using me, I'm using him. It's not about that.
No.
I mean,
what's
we've
it
been
about?
friends. No, we've been friends for a long time.
Friendship.
Yeah, a long time.
The jury's still out on that, but here comes the judge.
Say hi to Judge Ito.
Oh yeah, he was there, at least a guy who looks a lot like him, along with a Robert Shapiro and Marcia Clark look-alike, before the new do.
I do think that Marcia should have called. This was kind of last minute, don't you think?
We live in very, very strange times.
You know, just out here to have fun. I know it's not going to last forever, so I'm just going to enjoy it while it lasts.
And have fun they did.
Oh, your date just showed up.
See, there's Peanut, you guys. Say hi, Peanut, you say.
Oh, you have a dog.
Sort of.
Who's your favorite date tonight, Peanut or Cato?
Peanut.
Dateless model Anna Nicole Smith was there, injured no less.
Stunt work.
Stunt work? What were you doing?
That's what you get when you do your own stunts.
What were you doing?
I was flipping around on a bed.
Okay. Even famous fight announcer Michael Buffer jumped into the three-ring media circus.
Because I don't know how quick they decided to put this together, but I guess they are capitalizing on that.